Hello and welcome back to Dawn of Ys. Just checking that I have everything I need ready. Now, we want to be max level, but that would take too long, so this is where we're going to use the fresh fruit. Yeah, the fresh fruit is a rare candy. It allows you to automatically gain a level wherever you want it, so now we equip the Mask of the Moon and head into the Temple of the Sun. The thing is, if you don't equip the Mask of the Moon before going in here, your life will drain very quickly until you die. The actual dungeon itself is pretty short, but filled with extremely fast enemies, as in the only enemies in the game that are actually faster than you. Nice scenery. Yeah, the thing is, most of the levels in the game only give a few points worth of attack and defense, but the last 3 levels you gain after Garuda, 49, 48, 49, and 50, give you a total of 20 points to both attack and defense. So now we're going to heal up. Equip the Mask of the Moon because without it we can't hurt the final boss. And equip the Shield Magic because...
has raged on. All living things on this earth will be burned by the flames of hell.
Okay, Aram is a jerk. Not just for his attacks, which can go pretty much anywhere he wants them to. If he wants to hit you, he pretty much will. But no, that's not the biggest jerk part. We'll be seeing that once we've knocked down his health a bunch. Yep, Aram self-heals. And he heals at kind of random intervals after you've knocked down his health enough, so it is possible to actually beat him without him getting a chance to heal. But you're likely to have him heal at least a few times during your fight with him. Yeah, the most durable boss up till now has had about 400 hit points, whereas Aram will have about many times that. However, thankfully Aram heals for less each time he heals up. Yeah, this time he healed for about 5 times, which is about average. Now for Phase 2, he puts on his Terminator armor and gets a whole bunch of new attacks. This guy is really about filling the screen with all kinds of nonsense. And destruction rains from the heavens. Ooh, that's a problem. Thankfully, he has lost his ability to self-heal after beating the hell out of him the first time. And these fireballs are really his most dangerous attacks. You can easily avoid most of his other stuff. The thing about the fireballs is if the shadow appears directly on top of you, it's almost impossible to move out of the way in time to avoid damage. The fact that Aram self-heals is the reason that I don't feel bad about bringing the elixir in here, because if the boss heals, I'm going to want to heal. Still, this is the kind of final boss fight I love about the classic Ys series. The bosses will be throwing out all this Dragon Ball Z garbage, and Adol will just be going in there and poking them to death. Oh, there's the magic pixel. Okay, we've pounded Aram into paste, and now the paste is trying to kill us. Man, I did not sign on to Ys to play Parasite Eve. Thankfully, though, this boss is by far the easiest form. His attacks are extremely damaging, but very easily avoidable. Other than that, you need to just wait for his 3 weak points to open up and then stab them all. Essentially, if you've made it to this point, you basically won. Though it's a delayed win because you need to deal with the unfortunate formality. Now, make no mistake, his attacks can almost instantly kill you. That beam does about 50 damage a tick. However, you have to work to get hit by this guy. It's this kind of boss that makes me glad I earned those 3 levels and got those extra total 20 attack and defense. Okay, the middle is almost down. The thing is, I've never actually lost to Aram. As fierce and jerkish as his skill set is. Yeah, this is really the phase that takes forever. This is actually an unusually quick Aram boss fight. I just don't like bosses that force me to wait for too long to be able to actually attack. And that's 2 down. Yeah, the thing about the weak points is that they pop up randomly.
Has come to an end. The great power has been restored to its proper place. Our ancient capital has vanished. With our mission accomplished, so too will our spirits.
Adel! You're alright!
Aww. It only just started floating. And now the whole thing's gone.
So, everything's over now. No, that's not true. Now we have a new beginning. Free from the curse of the past.
That's right. If that thing were always floating over our heads, I don't think I'd ever be able to sleep again. It's better this way, I suppose.
Adel, let's get back to the village. I'm sure everyone's worried about you.
I think I'll just stick around here and help rebuild. I just feel like this is where I should be right now, and that this is something that I should do. Not to bring up the past or anything, but I think it comes from being a part of the Clan of Darkness myself. You see, they've basically always been hated. No place to call home, and I can at least understand that.
Adel, I've decided I'm gonna stay here at least until Bilt grows up. And I'm gonna leave this place open for the public.
Hey mister, you've gotta come play with me again sometime. Huh? You don't look too happy about that. That's not very heroic of you. Just kidding.
Do you remember me? We met in Venus Village. A Look at my son. The emblem of the sage is gone from his forehead, and he is a normal baby again. Now we can live as a normal mother and son.
I honestly can't thank you enough. All I could do was try to live life to the fullest on behalf of those sacrificed. Please, come to visit Celceta again someday. I think I'll finally be able to greet you with a smile then. Please. Take care. I'll never forget you.
We should make sight of land soon now. Let me tell you about my homeland, Felgana.
Well, I think we'll stop there for today.
I want to hear more! Yeah, what's the next story?
I'll read more next time. There are still many more adventures.
Oh, please read more.
I'm sorry, children, but I really must prepare dinner.
Oh, come on, please!
So apparently in this version, at some point, Adol settled down, which means that it has been made completely non-canon by Ys Eternal. So, that was the very best fight with Aram I've ever had. It was over in about 9 minutes when it usually takes 12, and I didn't even need the elixir. So that's it for the story of Dawn of Ys. Final verdict, it's a very strong classic Ys game once you've figured out how to play it correctly, and is well worth giving a go if you're an Ys fan. Unfortunately, the credits themselves couldn't be translated, so I'm just assuming all those people back there were Kickstarter backers. But yeah, there were actually originally supposed to be 3 versions of Ys 4 in the 16-bit era. 2 of them got made, the SNES version, Mask of the Sun, and this version for the Turbo CD, and there was supposed to be a 3rd version for the Sega CD, which got cancelled about halfway through. Too bad though, the Sega CD needed the help. In any case, the reason I came back to do this one, aside from the ones I've already given, is that it makes things tidy. Because with Dawn of Ys finished, I have finished at least one story version of every single Ys game released between 1987 and 2007, and there's something about how my mind works that wanted that to be the case. It was just that attractive to me. I don't know who these people are. I'm not going to say that other Ys games aren't going to happen eventually, because the way things have gone, every time I've done that, something has happened. I say, well, I've done Ys 4, I guess Ys 5 will never happen because, its translation is stalled, and then it got translated. Well, Ark of Napishtim and Origin aren't going to happen, I don't have the hardware, and then I suddenly got the hardware. Well, Otha and Felghana's not going to happen because I'm too terrible at it, and then I got good enough to beat it on normal. And then I say Dawn of Ys is not going to happen because it's boring the hell out of me, but then I figured out how to play it, and it was great. So, if I say Memories of Celceta isn't going to happen, what will likely happen is a PS Vita will fall from the sky. So I'm going to hold off on doing more Ys games for a little bit because there's other stuff I want to do right now. Plus, you know, my computer doesn't have the powerful enough hardware to do the recording properly. But still, this game is better than I gave it credit for eventually. There are just some games that only work once you figured out how to play them, and this being an older game isn't interested in helping you how to figure out how to play it. There's Roland Soundspace. And the sun rises over her Asteria and Minea and Darm Tower. Long may it rot. And that's it for the actual gameplay part of this. However, we are not done yet, because there will be a bonus video where I show off the Ys 4 Dawn of Ys developer room. Be seeing you